Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft Evolved. 64-bit mode, survival, where we've done a lot of work. We've got quite a lot of stuff going, and we are, I believe, getting to the point of where we can say we need another laser. Do we need another laser? Right, so we haven't got one. Now the thing that I kind of like to do later on in the game is have quite a few of these around, and if you're going to be using the Broken Wasp mod, you will be using one of those. Yeah. Now forced induction, we definitely don't need it at this point in time, but I'm not sure how much it will benefit you to have one of these because of keeping base threat down. Not sure how quick we're having this full. You see, oh, there we go, we can put lithium ore in there. So we're definitely not filling up quick enough there. So first of all, laser, new laser, and good job I put lithium in there because we haven't got it. And we'll just wait for those two lithium so we can get the laser, and then we can start doing, when I can open my cake, we can start doing the lab stuff. Okay, and this is what we're going to be having, is the lab stuff, because that is the major next goal that we're working towards, is the lab. There we go, I've got that there. One laser going to our nice new building, and there we go. Now that is going to power the bit that we want. Now that's doing absolute rubbish there. Our lab is going to be through here, because it needs a power source. So we're going to be wanting a logistics hopper here. Okay, you can say, well, why do you want a logistics hopper there? Because you don't want to keep many stuff in there, you want to keep it going as quickly as possible. So we are going to have this one as add only. This one will be remove only. This one will be remove only. Okay. And we're now going to get these filled. Now got to find them. I don't think I've got them on there. No, I haven't got them on there. So what we're going to do is basic PCBs, hardened PCBs, and copper plates. So you want the copper plates, and you want the basic PCBs. Okay. These go in here. These go in here. and you can now see it's making a pod. Takes a lot of power, by the way, to do these. I just leave these going, plodding along. I don't worry about them. I'm not interested in how quickly they go. You can see it's only transferring 2 power. What gets me is maximum transfer rate does never hit properly. Okay, it never gets properly. So combine 6 plates and 1 PCB into research pods. Okay, so there's also something else I saw in one of the other guys' mods, and we're going to be implementing that in this season as well, and that's signposts. Okay, we're going to be able to put the sign in, but we're going to be able to hopefully put in wooden ones and metal ones. So there is our basic experimental pod. We're going to put the plate in there. Put that in there. Now, like I said, there's a reason why we did this. Now, what we're going to be doing in here, yeah, is this one is going to be having our nice, lovely copper in it. Okay, just like that. Now, when you come down, it will be a 50-50 split. Okay, you need more plates than you do PCBs. This is why you've got to split again over here, so you can do a 50-50 split to PCBs storage. And what we're going to be doing now is excuse me, I'm going to put a hopper here just for the time being, and we're going to put these down, and there you go, you can see your basic PCBs. It's your very first PCB, fully automated, don't need to touch it. And we are now going to go down and we're going to check our hoppers. And the first thing I'm going to want is a conveyor turntable. Okay, and then I'm going to want some hoppers. So I'm going to want 2 storage hoppers. Okay. Because these are where we're coming important now. We're getting to the part where we haven't really got to go and worry about anything. One thing that we haven't got automated yet is fully automated is lithium. So what we're going to be doing here now is we're going to be taking this one off, okay, and we're going to be putting on I need to put the splitter on, and on this side here we're going to be putting on temporarily our first storage, okay, because again this is going to need power, because we're going to be needing certain bits and pieces that are going to make that storage more useful to us. So we can now also take this one off here, because this is no good to us anymore, it's too slow, and we can now put in our copper, and you can see that it's going to work faster. So like I said, 50-50 split there. There's plates and PCBs. PCBs, as I said, aren't going to be worth a lot. You ain't going to need a lot of them, but you're going to want to split your coal, your copper and your 50-50. So you've got PCBs and you've got copper going there, and this is going to be the same for every level, by the way. Okay, now we're going to go and have a look at the guns, okay, because this is currently what we are at. We are at 29.6%. So like I said, it's still no threat, you know, and look at what we've got, the huge amount of base that we've got, just because we are careful on what we're doing and not doing big exploits. Now, matter movers are going to be coming into play as well. Now you can see that they're made from iron, tin, lithium and copper. They actually will be coming into play for us, because there's going to be a nice little bit that we're going to be doing on power with those later on. For now we're not going to be using those, and that's when we get down to serious depth. We won't be using conveyor belts. We're going to be using these, and the only way I can use these is with the conversion with my broken wasp mod. So let's see. Forgot what I was doing now. Matter mover, basic conveyor belts, lab, the lab, where are we? Is it? Yeah, the lab. Okay, this is what we need, okay, and this is why we're making the basic experimental pods. You only ever need one of these, okay? One will last you the whole game. You don't need anything else. You can use more than one if you want to, but it will just do a lot of stuff for this. Now we're going to be having a look at a different way to power this, and we can't look at it yet because we haven't got it. So what we're looking at is we need a 3 by 3 by 3 shape, so that's 3, 6, that's 9. Okay, so we need 9, 18, you need 27. Okay, so you need 27 blocks. Now currently, like I said, at this point in the game, you are going to need 5 basic experimental pods for every component. So when we get these 5, we got 5 of those, and we're not too worried about those. We'll get 9 blocks. Okay, you'll get 9 blocks. So you need 5, 10, 15 basic experimental pods, and then you can get your lab going. So that is the bit that we're going to be working on next. So We've still not got a lot of stuff coming in here. How are we doing on our copper anyway? Yeah, we're still doing bits and pieces, but this is now where we can take these away, yeah, and we can put on more on the lines, because we've got it going quicker. This is where we can start putting improvements in, and this is where we are going to start putting improvements in, because we'll start off with the copper, because that's the easiest one to do. So we'll make a storage hopper.
Crafting.
Okay, so we've got that one there, and we're going to need the tin bars. Okay, so we can't have that just yet. Okay, so we're going to take this off here, and we're going to put on the storage hopper. Okay, and then we're going to have a look at this, and we're going to say we've got the basic drilling, so that's fine for us at the moment. That should improve us now. Yeah, as you can see, it's going, and it's going to be so heartache slow. Yeah, but we can expand that, you see. It won't be a problem for us. Okay, it won't be a problem. Oh, have we got any? What's this? Tin. We want tin, don't we? So we'll put tin in here. Okay. Go.
Crafting.
Cross that one. This is where it gets a little bit more trickier, because we want that one off there, and then we want our hopper. Okay, so that's the joint there. So that's all well and good for us, so we know it's going, and we know it's getting mixed up and stuff like that. Yeah. Later on, it's going to be even better, and it's going to be just so much more fun setting up the power supply for this, because we're going to have it'll go straight into ore and then copper bars. I do like the green effect of this though. That is really nice, but it's the lighting has gone. We're not too sure why. Right, so we'll see how many we got here. We've got 4. See how many we've got here? We've got 16. Okay, so I'm going to put in another 10. As you can see, look, all these copper bars here, look. This is why you don't need your PCBs. Yeah, because once that's full up in there, and that's full up in there, it becomes quite quick. So I'll take that one off, put that one on there. You can see just how efficient it will be, and you've got your sort of room there. So let's work towards our next bit, which is the lab. So we're gonna have a walkway. Like so. Because I just want to do something different. And when we can get lighting back again, we will put the lights back on. Okay. So is that enough for us? 1, 2, 3. We have a light on. Right, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 5 there. Well, and this is going to be going 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those out, and we'll have 2 there, mini hopper there for the next one. It's just so hard. Think about lights. Okay, so this is going to lead to our lab. Now, what we're going to be doing is this here as well is going to be coming all the way down here. Our lab's going to be going here. It gives us a chance to have a power supply underneath as well. So how do we put in 8 units? How do we manage to do that? Now, I've been thinking about this, and this is going to be the copper side, so this will be, I'm not too sure if we can do it. 2, 4, 6, 8. We can do it, but we need 2 on each side. 2 on each side, yeah. Because it's gonna be, what have the lights gone out for? Do they only have a certain amount of energy now? Right, So what do we need? I mean, that's no good. If it's not going to light up, I ain't going to bother with it. I mean, look, there's no light. What has he done? And I know it's not our mod because, you know, it's not that advanced. I want to go and look over here, see what nosy over here. I mean, what's this red square? Weird. Weird. I don't like weird stuff in games when I'm trying to do a new season and stuff like that. But right, okay. So we'll have yellow. Three by three square. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. Okay, so we need to take. That also we can walk around. That also we can walk around. So let's see. We want more snow. Side. So that's your lab. 1, 2, 3. Now this is where we've got to put it in the right place because that's not in the right place. We know that because we need two on each side, don't we? Two on each side. Right, so does it matter on which side it is? Yes, it does. Of course it does. Of course it matters. Right. Right, so we're now going to go to red. That's going to be a hopper. That's going to be a hopper. There's going to be a hopper here. There's going to be a hopper here. There's going to be a hopper here. And we have a hopper here and a hopper here. 1, 2. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So copper, tin, iron, lithium, gold, nickel, titanium. Is that right? Copper, tin, iron, lithium, gold, nickel, titanium. So that's a spare one. Okay, so we only want 7. So let's rearrange it. I know I'm a little bit over. I know I'm getting a little bit fussy, but we do not care. Right, so copper, tin, iron, lithium, gold, nickel, titanium. There we go. That is where our lab's going to go. And what will happen is you'll always have 100 units in these. Yeah, always have 100 units in these. You will be needing to split these off as well. So you're going to need a splitter. We're going to need another room. So we're going to be needing a room. Where we're going to have a room. Might have it a little bit further down for this, because we need the orbital array manufacturing room. That's storage. We'll work that out on the next episode, and we will get the first layer of the lab down very shortly. So have fun, stay safe. We'll see you on the next episode, where we decide where we're going to have the manufacturing plant for the orbital array. See you on the bounce.